In this video, I want to talk about study environment. Your goal is to choose the study environments that are most conducive for your purposes. You may need absolute distraction-free areas for reading, or a place where food for a study break is convenient, or a place where your study group can meet to discuss the material and where you won't disturb anyone else. So do a little experiment on yourself and use this chart to record your results. I want you to pick a location, let's say for the activity of reading. Read for 10 minutes and then jot down the number of pages you read. Then jot down the number of points that you can recall. Now move to a totally different location and repeat this by reading the next pages for 10 minutes. Compare the number of pages you read in the first reading in the first location with the number of pages in the second reading and the second location, and the amount of information you recalled from each. Once you complete your little experiment, you should be more aware of the characteristics that make that environment conducive for you to focus while reading. The more efficient you are for accomplishing your academic responsibilities, the more time you will be gaining for socializing. If you're doing math problems, then report the number of problems you solved in 10 minutes, and then continue to do the additional problems for another 10 minutes at another location. This allows you to compare any differences in effectiveness. If you're writing a paper, record the number of pages written in each 10-minute chunk. This may give you a clue to which is a better location for you to use for, let's say, reading, or math, or paper writing, or whatever activity. Now, for those of you committed to music, you might want to do the first 10 minutes with music playing in those delicate ears of yours, and the second 10 minutes unplugged. Oh, perish that thought. But try it. Doing different tasks, such as reading versus math, is there a difference with or without the music? Okay, so when you look over your results, notice if there was a difference in the number of pages read or problem solved. Did you recall more information in one location as opposed to the other? The location with the greater recall or accomplishment is a keeper because you were able to focus more in that environment. One more chart, folks. This chart can help you keep a record for all the locations that you find helpful. One of the most important factors to consider when deciding on your study environments is to understand that different tasks require different study locations. Your focus or concentration is different for textbook reading as opposed to proofing a paper, for example. So stretch yourself. Locate and use different study environments that are, let me call them, high focus, medium focus, and low focus. I'm going to challenge you to try a variety of locations, looking for the ones that enhance your efficiency and effectiveness. Your challenge is to find these locations that, when you are in that place, you can get work done in a much shorter period of time than if you were in your room without the distractions at your fingertips. I want you to write down the location, the task, and the purpose for you at that location, as well as what the characteristics of that site are that makes it a keeper. Does it have a food court or snack bar nearby? Is the lighting really good? Is the furniture comfortable? Can you use your computer or is Wi-Fi available? Can you talk in your study group? Whatever the characteristics are for each particular location, note them. Remember, these are your choices. They are convenient for you. I've noticed that high-focus locations are often best when they are places that are rarely frequented. So that lessens the chance of running into people you know and thus less distractions. Low-focus locations are great for brainstorming ideas for a paper or a speech, jotting down reflections from a class, proofing a paper, but you will need to find what works for you. Over the years, I have heard such locations as stairwells in the dormitory, laundry room, empty classrooms, computer clusters in buildings you never go to, study carrels or study rooms in the dorm, certain local restaurants, a variety of libraries on campus, and so many more. Your room is not the only place. Get unplugged and venture out and see what you find. Good luck.